My 2002 Toyota Celica GT was original owner, garage kept. This is probably the nicest Celica GT in the city of Houston. Absolutely flawless. It's original paint, no chips, no scratches, original tires. Absolutely stunning in every way. The 7th generation Toyota Celica is probably one of the nicest body styles that Toyota's ever done. Even though it's 18 years old, it still looks current to this day. The lines on this car are simply amazing. It's so futuristic, so aero, looks almost like a fighter jet aircraft. The factory paint even, it has like a shade shifting effect to it. It goes from a bright silver to a dark silver. It's really an amazing car. There's really not too many cars on the road today that are 18 years old, soon to be 20, and still look modern. Even next to cars like the Acura Integra of the early to mid 2000s, to the Honda Civic Si, the Toyota Celica is probably still the best looking car of its time. The original owner of this car, they added every available option, including some from the GTS that's really uncommon. See, it has power windows, ABS brakes. This is the one with the 5-speed manual transmission, power windows, the cloth Recaro style seats. As you see, they're very, very comfortable. I'm 6'6" and I have no problem fitting in this car. Even the door jambs on this car are immaculate, as you see. Even deep down inside, it's a stunning example. I've owned this car now for about 1.5 years, and I'm probably never going to sell it. This model has the JBL sound system with the full range speakers below the mirror adjustment, including the little tweeter up by the powered side mirrors. This one has the leather wrapped steering wheel, moonroof. I mean, everything's perfect on this car. It's the brake light mirror. Taillights look as if they were brand new. This model has the GTS bumper cover, and what's interesting is the exhaust pipe has an adjustable tone. I've never seen one like that. We unscrew these Allen wrenches, and if you rotate it left and right, it changes the sound of the engine. Let me show you inside the deck. As you see, nice carpet, fold down seats. Has a little deck light on the side over there, which comes on automatically. Original spare tire under here. Rear seats are bucket seats. They're a little bit small for passengers, but you know, I have had some people sit in the back, and with the seats, the front seats pull forward a bit. There's quite enough room for rear passengers. Has a rear window wiper, rear defroster, and what was a big surprise that I didn't expect was, if you see this right here, this is a rear window washer. I didn't know until I had it for a while that when I pushed the wiper stalk on the steering column, that water actually sprayed down here to clean the window. Let me go ahead and show you the passenger side. Once again, it's absolutely immaculate. Easily One of the nicest Celicas probably in the entire city of Houston. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this. Interesting feature also, if you tip the seat forward like this, there's a little thing in the back here. If I can get it here without blocking the view. There's a thing here to put your seat belt on so that it's not in the way of your rear passengers. Also in the back, there's one here also. That's on both sides. Gives you a nice, like a racing look. And this is all factory. Even a rear cup holder on both sides. This model was ordered with the halogen lights also. The factory projector beams. These are actually glass. And also down below also. These are actually glass also. All original from the factory. Let me give you a look at the engine bay. Okay, so as many of you all know, this is a 1.8 liter fuel injected 4-cylinder engine. This is the non-turbo version. But amazingly, I get about 35 miles to a gallon on this car. Very, very surprising. So it's a great commuter car for every day. And once again, it's stunning how clean this is. I mean, everything's all original. Factory paint in the rear. This is definitely a near showroom quality car. Under the hood, once again, immaculately clean. All the original stickers up here. The catalytic converter. Vacuum hose diagram. How to replace your coolant. If I can get it to focus there for you. Now here's something most people don't even realize, that the hood scoop on a Toyota Celica GT is actually operational. If you look, you can see down through the top. And it comes down through this little metal duct under here. Through here, it goes down to the rear of the engine to help keep it cool, or keep the rest of the entire engine cool to help increase power and performance. Let me show you this also. Inside even the gas cap, which surprised me. Probably the cleanest fuel cap area that you've ever seen on any car that's 18 years old. Up in the front of the windshield, that's the light sensor. The headlights are automatic on a Celica GT. As soon as you take the emergency brake off, the headlights come on, so you never have to worry about turning your headlights on or off during the weather. If it gets dark outside, the lights come on automatically. If it's rainy, the lights are back on automatically. As soon as the sun comes out or it's bright, the lights go off, just like the newer cars. The windshield wipers are programmable for the rear, for the front, for light rain, intermittent, continuous. There's also cruise control. Once again, the previous owner, which was a woman, she ordered this car with every available options imaginable. The moonroof still works on this car. Which is really nice. A lot of these older Celicas, the moonroof stops working, the motor goes bad, or the seal up here as it rains. Sometimes water will collect in here and rust out the track and they fail to work again. Let me close it. Okay, that's nice. Really, really nice. I tell you, anyone that's ever considered buying a Celica GT thinking it's a kid's car are absolutely wrong. This car is simply amazing in every way. No matter where I go with it, it seems to turn heads. I mean, just look at this thing. Who in their right mind wouldn't want to have one of these? I mean, it's a amazing, sporty looking, futuristic car. That even with all the new cars on the market today, this still looks good parked next to anything. Factory window tint. These are not tinted windows, these are how they came from the factory. The wheels are 15-inch, I believe, from the GTS. Factory wing. Okay, let's start it up a little bit so you can hear the engine. Starts up first time every time. Nice engine noise. I have never had any trouble with this car the entire year and a half that I've owned it. Once again, if you're thinking about buying a second-hand car, this is definitely one worth thinking about buying. Well, this concludes my review of a 7th generation Toyota Celica GT. There's not many of these left around in this kind of condition. If you can find one that's going to run you about $5,000, maybe $6,000 like this, maybe more. But there's not many of them around anymore like this. So they're becoming quite the collector's item. From a car that was once abused and neglected and no one wanted, now people are wanting them. The thing I would say that if you do find one that's in good condition like this, some people I've talked to that come up to me and ask me questions about it told me don't ever put a turbocharger on it, don't start tuning it, don't change the chips on it, don't mess with the ECU or anything, just leave it all stock. That's what makes it special. If you're lucky, you'll find one like this and you have a lot of enjoyment out of it, and after a while have something that nobody else has. Take one more walk around so y'all can enjoy this beautiful specimen. Just simply amazing. I've never ever seen one in this kind of factory condition. Okay, once again, this concludes my review of a 2002 7th generation Toyota Celica GT.